Spencer, who won a national championship and left Loyola after a couple years. Tucker stayed with us for the whole time. And so we've had a really good program. How good our team is, I don't know. We played Kentucky close last year at Rupp Arena, and we were tied for third in the regular season. So I'm hopeful that we can grow, and this will be a little bit of a confidence builder that we were there in the second half in a competitive game, kind of taking what they would give us. We didn't make enough shots. We didn't get enough stops, but whether time will tell whether we use it to make us a good team like we've had in the past.
Have you known Tom over the years? Was there some connection?
No, just, again, when we've had a really strong program, nobody wants to play. That's the truth. And so, Michigan State, we're going to play at Illinois next week. We're going to play at Florida. Those programs that are, sometimes they welcome maybe a little bit of a closer competition than, a game where it's over at halftime. I was proud of our group for showing a competitive spirit and it being able to be one of those type of games.
Matt, I'm wondering, you mentioned about the car dunk off the backboard, but I'm wondering about a couple things in the sequence before it. One, the foul on Fort with the three-pointer. How big was that? And then that possession right after that where they got the Kohler bucket on the foul and then they got 3 offensive boards. I mean, it was kind of like, and then the defense kicks in. It was kind of like a sequence that was kind of sums up Michigan State basketball.
I think so. I agree. Yeah, I mean, the college basketball, especially sports in general, it's a game of momentum. And, I mean, I would talk to the group, use the timeout after the dunk just because it was so loud, and young people sometimes that negatively affects them, and they think they need to get 5 or 6 points back all at once. The free throw rebounds, I mean, again, you talk about it, you can't simulate it. You can show it on film against University of Connecticut, Michigan State doing it. But, you got to battle like crazy, almost on the borderline of committing a foul, but not getting called for it in order to keep them off the glass. And yeah, then it starts to snowball a little bit. I thought we were resilient enough to kind of hang tough, but they're big, they're strong, they're old. That's what they do all of the time. And so, we got a little bit of a taste of it. And again, hopefully it'll make us, it certainly led to them getting a big enough lead to put the game away.
Matt, right in the center here, you talked about your games against Kentucky, now with Michigan State. What do these games do for your players, your program, and what does it mean to also be tying Michigan State in the second half and keeping close? Like, what's the building moment off of this game for your team?
Twofold. Thanks for the question. The first one is in scheduling. I believe we have a responsibility to do a couple things. One is if we're going to be champions of the Patriot League, and we've been, to 5 of the last 6 NCAA tournaments, and we're going to play a team of that caliber, a team that's going to be, one of the best teams in the country and having been at the top of one of the Power 4 conferences. So, if you can fast forward a number of months in looking, and if we're good enough to win, that's the time. And then you can build off that experience. Hopefully you've had that moment and you can go back and study the film and show the guys. The second piece is in scheduling. Again, I was a student athlete. The guys that we get to recruit and coach, I alluded to it earlier, they're coming to college for a lot of different reasons in the landscape of everything that college basketball is today, for a lot of different reasons than other guys. And so I still believe that we're coaching young people and helping teach them valuable lessons, but we're also coaching experiences and memories. And so you get a chance at 18, 19, 20, 21 years old to play in the Breslin Center against Michigan State with Coach Izzo on the sidelines. You're in the game and you're tied in the second half. That's a story you tell for the rest of your life, like to your friends, to your teammates, to your children, to your grandchildren. Like that's, if you're a basketball junkie like most of us are, that's something that lasts a long, long time. All right, thank you all.
Well, it's a win. That's about the only good thing I'll say about it. I thought we didn't guard very well again. Although the second half, even though they shot 50%, I thought we guarded a lot better. And this goes to show you how much analytics mean nothing. Jeremy is our leader. He's got unbelievable stats. 4 for 10, not great. 6 for 6 from the line. 5 rebounds, 14 points, 10 assists, 1 turnover, 5 steals. Those are unbelievable stats. In the first half, he didn't lead our team to nothing. And he knows it. And the second half, he did, and that was the big difference. But our best player's got to play well. He played pretty well. Jackson's stats are pretty good, but we didn't think he guarded very well. Cooper. So I am calling guys out because seniors should be able to guard somebody. And that was disappointing. On a positive note, Jeremy's was positive. Cohen came back in and a little bit of foul trouble and played with some energy. Freshman Jordan Scott was maybe did the best job of anybody keeping balls alive, playing hard. I thought he was phenomenal. Our 2 guards right now are either not making shots or not guarding anybody. And the reason we won the game is we offensive rebound in 19. We did get to the free throw line. We did not turn the ball over much. Those were all good things. But second chance points was 20-3. That was a big difference. We did not guard the 3-point line very well. They took 29 threes. Now, in the meantime, they didn't get to the line because they didn't go inside, but I think that's a very well-coached team. I think they'll win their league like they have 5 out of the last 6 years. I really enjoyed watching them. If I wasn't an opponent, I thought they played better, and I didn't think we played very well. So a lot of work to do, or we're going to get our ass embarrassed on Saturday. And maybe that's good. It's good to have that pressure on us. Questions?
Tom over here. The first half in particular, like you mentioned, Jeremy not leading you guys to anything, was the offensive struggles more of what you guys were not able to get in or just missed open shots?
I think they did a good job. They played some zone and some man, and they did a good job, but I thought we missed some great shots. And again, we missed like 4 or 5 layups. They didn't miss any. They hit some tough shots in there. We're missing layups in there. And we had 2 jump hook air balls. And that's just unexcusable. So be a fun couple days.
I'm wondering about the sequence before that dunk that Cohen had. The possession where Kohler scores through the contact, and then you get, I think there were 3 offensive boards. It seemed like that's where the fire started to light for you guys. And then Jeremy on the defensive end, what he was able to do at that point.
Listen, Jeremy Fears, I said, is a version of Mateen Cleaves. He's not there yet, but he can, when the head goes, the body usually follows. And when the head goes south, the body usually follows. There's a lot of pressure on Jeremy because right now those wings haven't played very well. But I thought Jeremy at second half did everything I asked him to do and more. Those stats are like unbelievable with the rebounds, the steals, the assists, the lack of turnovers. I thought he did a hell of a job, but he lost it a little bit in the first half, and thank God he regrouped, and I understood some of why he loses it. Our bigs did not cover those ball screens like we had worked on, but that's my job, I told him, not his.
Coach, after a game like this where not everybody was up to par, what can you say about how it takes a little bit from everybody to win this type of game?
Yeah, it does take a little bit from everybody. Like I said, big key player was Jordan Scott, a freshman, and then Jackson came around a little bit too, although he missed some free throws. I mean, I am baffled by our free throw shooting. We shot them all summer. We shot them night before a game. We shot 92% as a team. We do it every day. We shot 77 from the line last year. We talked to our players on how that won us games, and Cohen was shooting almost 80% at one time last year. He ended up 70-some. Not that he can't shoot them. We're just, I think in our heads a little bit here. And there's only one way to get out of that. That's to work your way out. So if somebody isn't sleeping here, that's their fault. I'll take blame for a lot of things. It won't be missed free throws.
Tom, winning the opening game of the season, mentally, physically, what is it going to take to get you to win the last game, April 6th in Indianapolis?
No. I usually like your questions. That's a dumb question. Okay? Because I'm thinking of tomorrow's practice. I'm going to try to win tomorrow's practice. So you saw the way we played. If we don't play better on April 6th, we'll be let's see, it's in Indianapolis. We'll take our team down there and clean up the grounds. That I'm not insulting you. I'm not insulting my team. But there's no way I'm looking past tomorrow's practice. I'm not happy with the way we played at UConn. I'm not happy with the way we played today. Now, in fairness to the players, last year we weren't very good first couple games. I mean, this is part of it. This is part of the new regime. My key is we have 4 players that are veterans that are here. 3 of them aren't playing very good right now. So then we rely on other people that are just learning their way. It's not fair to them. They'll get better. I mean, Trey had some moments today. Divine is, had some moments earlier, but then today. I mean, Cam did a good job for a freshman getting 4 offensive rebounds, and that is just that he's got to make his free throws. And Kurt made shots, a couple shots early. The problem is usually the best players are sometimes the 2 and 3 men. You got to be able to guard. You can't be one-dimensional. You can't just be a shooter. You got to guard somebody. And so we're going to keep working on that.
Coach, over here, you guys shot 28% from 3 today. How much of that do you think was bad looks, or how much of it do you think was just, regular training, shots not falling, and how do you look to improve upon that?
Well, I think some of it was their defense. I give them credit. Hey, Matt's a hell of a coach. I mean, you don't survive like he has and win the games that he's won. He is a hell of a coach. I mean, I'm a dumb scheduler. We all know that. But it's really dumb when you schedule good games that aren't the top games. In other words, some people are playing teams that, this team's going to win a lot of games, I think. So some of it was them. I thought we took a couple of bad threes, a couple of stretches, but I thought their defense gave us problems, especially with our subs in there. They were going man the zone, and we're not ready for all that yet. So the encouraging part for me is the energy of rebounding was better. The energy of guarding was not. So I got one step forward, so hopefully I can get the next one next week.
Tom, on defense, it looked like closeouts and switches were both had a lot of issues there, and I'm wondering how is that effort? Is that execution? Is that guys just
No,
knowing
no,
where they're
I
supposed to
don't
be?
think it's all effort. That's a good, fair question. I mean, the driving baseline, like Coop's just a better defender than he's playing right now, and he's able, but I didn't think our ball screen coverage was great, and some of that is with new people in there, and some of it with new guards in there. And the second half, Jeremy didn't have much problems because he climbed into a guy instead of worried about who's stepping up and who's not. So it's still going to come down to, if you interview Jeremy, it'd be good to ask him, what was the difference in the first half and second half? I think he'll give you an honest answer. And I'm not putting it all on him, but he is one of my best players. You got to play the best. And as I said, when the head dies, the body follows. And so when he wasn't sharp out there early, guys did not cover ball screens right. So it looked like he was getting beat. He was doing some of the right things, but he didn't do all the things right.
Are there still Are there still positives you can take away from getting to the line 37 times?
Yeah, in both games. I mean, we did 44, 45 against UConn. That is a positive. Thank you. I really didn't feel like bringing any up, but I appreciate that. Usually you guys are the ones giving me all the negatives, and we got a reverse role tonight. I'm giving you the negatives. But that is a factor, and if we were shooting 77%, I mean, in the last two games, we are now, let me do a little math here like I'm in college, 24 for 37 and 29 for 44.5. So 84, 53 of 84. Getting the line 84 times in two games is phenomenal, and missing 31 is ridiculous. So I have to balance the phenomenal from the ridiculous. And I'm going to do a better job of that, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's about spending time this time. I think it's about getting some confidence, going up there and making a free throw because they've all done it before. And stuff happens, Guys all of a sudden can't throw a strike. But we're really one game in. Last year we had some games early that we didn't do much. Listen, I'm not panicking, I'm mad. I don't like the fact that I have some upperclassmen that didn't play as good as they should play. And that's what you do in this program. You grow, you learn, you get better, and when it's your time to shine, you're supposed to shine. And I didn't think, I probably did a poor job coaching them. So don't think that tonight I won't look in the mirror and ask myself. And I didn't think they did a very good job of executing things that they know better than. And and I'm going to tell you now, 22, the kid's a good player. He's a really good player. Cox, the point guard, very, very good player. He could play a lot of places. And we were told that by a lot of people, and they were right. Couple more?
Here's another small positive for you.
I knew you'd have one.
Jordan only had one basket, but he had a couple great passes into Jax. Looks like he always knows where the ball's going. What's he doing besides supplying energy?
To be very honest with you, I thought he did a hell of a job of playing with energy for a freshman. I mean, I thought tonight he was our second or third best player. And you're right. That's why I say analytics. I think I don't have any faith in analytics because his 1 for 4, 0 for 3 from 3, 4 for 5, but he had 6 rebounds. And I think he had more. They only had him down for 2 offensive. I think he got 2 off free throws. So I thought Jordan Scott played very well, and that'll be encouraging because he did play hard. He's skinny. He's not a great athlete. He just plays hard. And really proud of how he played. So hopefully that could be some help as we move forward.
Wonder about Cohen too. And what did you feel about his game? I mean, he had a couple early buckets in the second half that kind of stabilized things, and obviously
Yeah, I mean, Cohen played hard. He got in a little foul trouble the first half. His whole thing is he's missing those free throws right now. I mean, I think he's about 5. He was 3 for 15 in the first 2, or 5 for 15. So now he's 7 for 20. That's not going to make it. So he's getting to the line. That's encouraging. But we just didn't shoot the ball very well, and I didn't think. I thought the biggest problem is we didn't guard any ball screens the way we wanted to. And we're a type of team that our defense got to get our offense going. It did a little bit in the second half. In the first half, it didn't, and I think they deserve some credit for that. I mean, they're a good team, but I think we deserve some blame. We, coaches, players, got to get it done.
Steven, wrap us up.
Tom, I'm just wondering what you thought of your new guys. We've talked about freshmen and transfers. How do you think they handled it mentally in terms of, did they make it too small or too big or just right? I mean, you've gone on the road a little bit. You've got
I thought the transfers struggled a little bit. I thought the 2 freshmen handled it pretty well. Although Trey was not bad, and he can make shots, and that helped us some. But both freshmen. I mean, Cam. When you miss free throws, then it brings the level down. But he gets 4 offensive rebounds. He's been better. He'll be better. But I didn't think in general, that our young guys or new guys played great. But it's early. It's 30 more games to go, and we'll get a little better. Hopefully by Saturday, because if not, we'll get embarrassed. And I know I've said that before, and we've turned around and won, and I've said it before, and we've been embarrassed. So I can do both, And but I don't want to take nothing away from how they played, too. They hit some shots. I mean, those fallaways in the paint, pretty well contested. Couple of the threes, but some of them were mistakes of overhelping, of not communicating, which is going to happen when you're playing new guys. I mean, as they say, one weak link. This isn't boxing. One weak link leads to another, and they move the ball very well. I love what Matt does. I really do, and I think there's a reason he's won championships there. Doesn't matter what level you're at. Doesn't matter where you're at. Everything's relevant. To win championships with the consistency he has tells you a little bit about who he is. Anything else? No? Yeah? My man PJ Carlissimo's back there, guys, and he's going to be mad at me for calling him out, but I just saw him. And I can't wait till we go up to my office and he analyzes the game. You going to do that for me? Happily? It's nice when you're not coaching anymore, huh? You get to be a media guy now, and you're smarter? Yeah. All right, thanks. We'll get better. Appreciate it.